If you can, cool.
I'm about to look at it now. 1 second.
All right, because I'm gonna look at the other chat because I want to answer questions. Whoever has anything for us. But yo, we live. Welcome to LaRue's room, y'all. We live. We back with it. We got a special guest. We got a couple people in the chat today, bro. Couple people. We got my boy G Rice is back in the building. We got Barngy Ghost producing today. You can't see him, but he's here, ready to roll. We got MG in the building. We got GT in the building, and we got Adrian Granados in the building. What's good, y'all? What's good? How y'all doing tonight?
What's up, bro? We're doing good.
Chilling.
Good, bro. Hey, I'm happy to have y'all boys here, man. Happy to have y'all boys here. And you gonna
Happy
see
to be here.
y'all gonna see a countdown
Likewise.
on here. Don't even worry about it. I just want to record on here as well too. But we live. We live on 3 platforms and we're recording. So we got it all in the bag tonight. Let's do a mental health check real quick. On a scale of 1 to 10, GT, you start first, bro. How's your week going so far? How you feeling?
My week going great, man. This actually was one of them weeks where I was like, this one I'm about to like lock in and then elevate to another level, to a higher level. So I say mine is at a 10, man. Thanks for asking.
Absolutely. Adrian, where you stand at, bro?
I'm gonna say an 8. It's been a wild week, a lot of shifting, a lot of up and down, and honestly, man, your boy's just tired. Just tired, man. I mean, I'm working hard as a person, as a human being. I've been out the game long enough. I'm like, shoot, yes, I work a job. I'm like, shoot, I had to clean up before I got here. You know what I mean? I was literally working like a Mexican today.
Hey, man, keep working hard, bro. I hope we get you a fight lined up soon, bro. But I'm happy to hear you doing good, man, and just keep pushing this week, bro. Keep pushing this week. G Rice, where you at?
Man, all is well, man. I'm good. Back in the gym, hitting it hard, so everything's well, man. Thank you for having.
Absolutely. MG, where you at?
All right, boss. I just got back from Vegas, so recovering from that shit. Dang, I'm getting old, dog.
How was Vegas?
It was Vegas. Spent too much time on that damn crap table.
Yeah,
It don't change. It's the same shit. It's just a different day. Vegas, the same shit every day, man.
Vegas is a wide spectrum.
So I just on the crap table.
Well,
that's all.
Me, doing good, man. Doing good. Work it's cool. It's going. Doing my thing with that. Kids is good. Family is good. But on this pod, I'm even better, bro. I get a chance to let my hair down a little bit, chill, talk to my guys, link up with new people, man. Talk to Adrian, talk to GT, and just feel at peace, feel at home, bro. Like this is it for me. Like this is what I love to do. Love to talk to people. Me and GT, we talk all the time, bro. Just he's sending me game every day, so I'm constantly putting that shit in my back pocket. I'm ready to roll every week, bro. But this week, starting off kind of slow, but we're gonna pick up. So other than that, man, hey, we got 5 viewers looking too. So if y'all want to keep posting on social medias, bro, telling people we live, we in there. But thank y'all for watching. But I guess we're gonna kick this shit off, man. Hey, who got the first question? I want to know about your childhood real quick, Adrian. Before anybody else chime in, I want to know childhood in Chicago, bro. How was that? What got you into boxing? Did boxing save your life? Tell me the whole thrill, bro. Everything.
I'm honestly, I'm a very blessed person. I give all praise to God, and I give all praise to my family. I was very lucky. Before anything, I wanna, my parents, they're throwback. I think 30 something years now married. They still, and yeah, my dad, man. Screw it. I always gotta get. That's the first one. That's the legend right there. That man came over at 13 years old, crossed over, ate a couple rifle butts to the mouth, and had to stay quiet. Got through, and he told me about a couple other stories, and I'm like, hey, Papa, and he had to do some time for some mistake he made, and still was man, did his thing. He's been a American citizen now for 5 years. He's been here since he's 67 now. He's retired. Pipe fitter for 30 years. I'm like, screw whatever I've done in the ring, Papa. You the dream. Like you the legend. You
Facts.
the legend. So you know. So yeah,
That's
that's why.
awesome,
Like
man.
that's
That
why.
is awesome.
Yeah. So piggybacking on that, I could say, you know, like I said, I had my family there. You know, yeah, my mom, she was the rock. She came up in the hood. Like she was Pilsen Little Village area. It's Douglas Park. She's on that like cusp where it's like the black neighborhood this way and the Mexican neighborhood this way. Either way, she there.
Yeah.
My mom comes from a family of 10 siblings. And yeah, she was the one. She was the good girl. She was the good girl. Went to a great school. So yeah, so I had good family, good parents that, you know, they pops, hard nosed, you know, they call him El Chingon because that's when you had, like, you reach the voicemail of El Chingon, like that means the badass. I call him El Enojon. That means the mad one. Like he's always mad, always mean. Like it's just the way he was. Just old school, you know, stern Mexican man. But no, yeah, like I had a good childhood because of them. I was a baseball player. Believe it or not, baseball was actually my first love. But or no, boxing was my first love because the first thing I ever started watching since I could remember was that Chavez Taylor fight. That was my Rocky movie. My dad was there. I think in row 7 or 8. He said he's like, "Mijo, I remember when Taylor's foot went up and like the whole." He's like, everybody said like everybody, you know, had Taylor winning in that fight. He said, but if you were there, Mijo, like you could hear, like you could hear. It's like it was like thunder.
It's different
Like,
energy.
yeah, exactly. He's like, when you were there, you knew, like it was like a crescendo about to build. And obviously, like I said, that was my Rocky movie. So I always wanted a box, but in Chicago, the scene wasn't that big. There was just one gym, Windy City Gym. It's an old school, like that gym, like over 100 years old. Like they had to shut it down because of the rat infestation. Like it was
Damn.
dog-sized rats. Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
Damn.
But yeah, like I said, so I'm from Cicero. This is where the Chicago. He born in Berwyn. Like yeah, I was born in Berwyn, raised in Cicero. Cicero is actually the town where Al Capone. That was his party city. Like that was where he led the revolt against the Chicago PD. I love history. So if you want, yeah, that's why like when I come like how Mike Tyson did from Catskill, New York. Like he changed that up. I'll probably just say from Cicero now because I used to always say from Chicago, Illinois, by way of Cicero or something like that. But you know, Chicago or any big city, they be always talking. You know, it's like game bangers. You know, oh, split your leg. He ain't really from the block. Like, anyways, yeah, I was first generation Mexican. Yeah, so it was all like I remember by like second to third grade, I'm like, yo, where'd all the white people go? This gentrification, man.
Yeah.
So
But
it's safe to
but
say
not
you found boxing. Boxing didn't find you, right?
so yeah. It just it was like so I come from Cicero. Cicero all of a sudden gets gang infested because, like I said, the Mexican wave and like although we bring hardworking people, we also bring the riffraff, you know, and all the.
Uh-oh.
That was the thing. That's why. Shout out to my cousins and like my aunts and uncles. Like we were always in the hood, but we weren't about the hood. Like we weren't nobody. I got some family members that are in gangs and stuff like that, but like as far as the thoroughbreds, like we weren't going. Like we were the types, you know, if you came at us, like you throw something up at us, we'll throw it down at you. Just be like, yo, we ain't about it, you know, like, or we won't even do nothing.
Right.
And that's the way we were raised. So I ended up going to St. Joe's because that was my Catholic school, St. Joe's High School. RIP to St. Joe's. It no longer exists, but I did it just to go a different way because I had you know all my family was going to the public high school and they were just all going the wrong way, you know. So I tried to do something different. I went to hoop, play basketball and football, and then sophomore year, the little group of Hispanics, they were gone, and it was just me and the quietest one. All of a sudden, I get bullied, get picked on. I wouldn't start them, but I'd finish the fights. So, like,
Yeah.
after a couple things, they were like, yo, you got, like, a lot of aggression, dude. Like, ain't nobody, like, you had, like, dude, like, so there's this Christian brother here, Brother Peter, you know, the history teacher. I'm like, oh yeah, I hear he's crazy. They're like, oh yeah, he is. They're like, but he teaches boxing, and they're like, you should do it. He's literally a brother, you know, man of the white collar, you know, brother of the Lord, and man, God bless that man. Like, he literally took me in the storage room and like just had a heavy bag and just gave me the hardest workouts of my life to this day. Like, I can't. I remember, I think my warm up was a 45-minute run was my warm up, and then we start working out. I mean, it was wild. Like, but yeah, no, 20 years. So I was a late bloomer. Like, with all the big names like Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was at 32. AB was at 32. Thurman was at 52. I was at 41. Jesse Vargas actually beat me in the semifinals for the Mexican Olympic team spot. Let me see who else. I remember Rasheed Warren, Gary Russell. Yeah, like I was there, but I was like high in the rafters, just like scouting, because I was like, they already had like 50, 60, 70, 80 fights. I had like 15, 20 fights, so I had to catch up to everybody. But you know, and I'm still here, still knocking. Like, I want back in, y'all.
Hey, that's a lot. That's a lot of names, man. That's a lot of names. I mean, shoot, they got what? Well over 1,000 fights between all of them. That's a lot of experience, bro. And for you to be there,
yeah. My first loss, I lost to a guy who we split a bunch of fights with each other. But I had 5. It was my 5th fight. It was like his 115th. He gave me the worst beating of my body. The worst beating of my body. Oh my God! But in that same tournament, I swear to God, I was like, man, I just remember like that hurt. But I didn't buck. I didn't buck. I didn't get no 8 counts, no nothing. I just kept eating it all, and I almost dropped him. I was just waiting for that one lick, and boom, I got him, and I was like, oh. I just had to keep eating the rest.
Hey man, that overhand right.
But in that same tournament, not to cut you off, in that same tournament, a year later, it was the Junior Olympics. I ended up beating him with only like 15, 25. Like, you know, I just caught up. I definitely attribute that to all the sports I played.
Had his number.
Hey, Adrian, so it's crazy, bro. GT has a similar story. Like, he faced somebody, didn't have, you know, the best match, but came back, bro, bounced back. Same thing, bro. So it's something in the water over here at LaRue's room, bro. It's the perseverance
Midwest,
is there.
The Midwest, as Roger, right?
That's true.
Roger Peter, the Midwest breed the best fighters, man.
Shout
the
out.
Great Lakes, baby, the Great Lakes.
Region 5. Region 5.
Yeah, Region 5. I represented Region 5 for the 08. That's why I actually got a dope ass picture. Like, I'm like this, and it's got the great. I made it. I finished 5th for the 08, and I'm like, okay, I didn't make it, you know, whatever. So I was like, I'm gonna go pro, and then that's when Mexico like, mira, somos el comité de video. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going down there. I'm like, Papa, I love you.
Gotta go.
Hey, Brian, why you say? Hey, we got Brian in the chat. He gave us a thumbs down on St. Joe's. What's up with that, bro?
What?
Yeah.
Who hating on the who?
Brian Paulson. Who? Brian, if you see this, bro, we don't like that big dog.
That's my boy. He's a St. Pat's boy. What up, Brian? That's a good one. No.
Rivalry.
I shit you not. Like that's why I give respect to the Ohio State, you know, Buckeye. Shout out to Evan Turner, that's my boy. What's it called? Yeah, no, like that's when I went to St. Joe's, like that's when I learned how to play basketball. Like I was a street hooper. Like I said, and one mixtapes were in. I looked up to my big cousins. They were their squad was MOB. You know what that stands for. You know, like that. They was that.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, we just leave it at that. So like, you know, and they were my big cousin. Like, and he would be like, I was just a little youngster, and then they bring me, man. This back when Cabrini Green was still around. He brought me there. That's a legendary park. My cousin, like, he was like, they were just fearless. You know, they just go, and even too, brothers be dunking whatever, like, but they still be running the court. Don't matter the sizes. The dog, you know, like I became I was the defensive demon. I was on the B team, worked myself to the 6-man A team. I remember Coach P used to get like, and it would be like, you're not scoring no more. like I would just be on you like, right. I'd
You
be on your, I just, kind
It's
of like
about
the way
effort
I
with that defense, man. Skill is there, but yeah, that effort big.
absolutely.
So if you got that dog in
exactly.
you,
Hustle beats hard work, or hard work beats talent any day.
Now, GT Adrian, do y'all think so? There's a lot of boxers that hoop. Do y'all think those two sports translate very well? Personally,
You go with yours first, Adrian.
I would say so because what I tell people is the defense, the footwork, the sidestepping, like that's, and then too, it's just coordination. Like if you got coordination like that, you kind of, as a fighter, you kind of just feel the flow, and then you have GT.
I think boxers in basketball, I think we're like really naturally gifted on the defensive side, because our hustle mentality, our competitiveness is like we don't want nobody to score. Just like the same thing in boxing, we don't want nobody to land a punch. So
hit you. Right.
yeah, our number one thing is to keep them from scoring. So we super, you know what I'm saying, on our defense.
right, man.
Yeah. And defense is
I
kind of
played
like a
too.
chess match, and so is boxing. So I guess that kind of makes sense because you try to
Big time.
pretty much predict the offensive moves or at least counteract just in case you don't, make the right move in the instance. That makes a lot of sense.
Facts, facts.
Oh man, I remember my crossover.
Hey, G. He said he might have put you on skates, bro. He said he might have put you on skates with the crossover, man. I don't know.
Who?
I'll tell you this
G
much.
Rice.
I got my.
Who? Me?
Oh wait,
Me?
I ain't talking. I know I'm gonna get my buckets, and I'm gonna make sure you have a hard time getting yours. I'm not saying you, G Rice, but I'm just saying, speaking in general.
He's speaking to anybody out there. So if y'all hear
Yeah,
this,
like
bro, he talking to y'all.
just like AB, anybody can get it.
Hey, speaking of AB, bro, tell me about these legendary sparring matches, bro. I want to hear about Juan Marquez, AB, everybody you sparred with, bro. What was the work like? I gotta hear it.
Man, that's why I'm not trying to be a gym legend. I'm trying to be first and foremost, what I'm gonna say, I'm coming back for a strap, nothing less. I don't even care if I don't get it. I'm just gunning for it because the fact that I never got a title shot for it, the fact that the man that I beat got one, and then the guy, and I'm just like, oh, there's so many things. But back to what was the question?
Nah,
I saw red.
we'll come back to that. Let's talk about this. Are you campaigning at 147? What's up?
So no, yeah. I'm still so now I'm a full-fledged welterweight.
Okay.
I was a 140 throwing all the wolves at 47. I was my favorite because I love I've made so many fans out of trolls because I don't like if I see you talking shit I'm like what you like and I'll be right there with you and then they be in the inbox, oh bro, you a real one. I was like
Backtracking.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh, now you deep riding. Come on, man.
Facts.
But anyways, no, it's all just because I like it, like it's cool. But I I just can't take I just can't take that it was my own. Like in Chicago, they'll be like, man, like something about you were a go getter. You went out and go get it. I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, I just went out there and I was balls to the wall. Like I want all you, like anybody. And that obviously, with the way the game is now, you have to move differently. And like it just.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
You got to play the game.
I will say. They can call me a hater, but I think the game's ruined. I think everybody's little. Honestly, I hate to say it, but it's all a bunch of bitches now. Like everybody's scared and protecting their own and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I knew as I was coming up. I'm like, oh, I'm the last of a dying breed. I'm like, they ain't making them like me no more. I'm like, they like, I ain't, I was just trying to be the best, fight the best. But even my dad, he would always try like, no, mijo, like, and I should have listened to my dad a lot more. He would always try to come, but I was like, no, I got like, I, in the amateurs, I used to fight dudes that were like 15 pounds heavier than me, and like my dad would like, no, make him a 12. I'm like, no, Papa, what the hell? Like, I get mad at him, and then I still end up giving dude 8 counts and stuff and winning the fight. So I thought, and like, you can't beat King Kong when you're fighting at the world class level. Like I was still a 140 pounder, and I was fighting the best fighters at 147, and literally still holding my own. But it's like I wasn't, my muscles weren't there yet. I wasn't, like. Shit. It's funny too. Like I watched that fight with this is crazy, but I'm closing in almost on 4 years that I fought fucking Conor Benz.
Yep.
But I watched that fight. I'm like, man, I look so much bigger than him, and I'm like, and he's on PEDs. That's funny. Like that's, but it's just I like now, like, and I knew it because everybody was like, oh, I'm like, nah, he didn't. I mean, he had a little pop, but I'm like, there was the energy. I was like, I break everybody, or at least get everybody to that point. Like I'm that warrior runner that it's like you better keep running because I'm gonna catch you eventually. But it's like I'm like, this motherfucker still got so much energy. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just stay out here, whatever. And I honestly, I apologize. I don't apologize, but I threw a curveball. I threw a curveball because everybody knows me. I don't care. Blood and guts, balls to the wall. Let's go. I said, man, I seen through him. I'm like, you ain't got no skills. like I just knew that. Like you can't like tough guy trains hard or wanna be tough guy trains hard, brash hard. Oh my god, that was another one I got annoyed with. But it's like yeah, I don't know. It just I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act like, and then I boxed circles around, but I went in the UK, and of course they like, I mean, you can't do that out there. So like,
it's tough out there.
So if you study the fight, it's like, oh, that's it's a chess match that like it's like, oh, but I watched it, I'm like, oh, like wasn't even my best camp either. That's why like I stepped away for a year. That was my plan. I was already boxing for 17 years. 70 amateur fights, 33. I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a chill 1 year for myself, whatever. Yo, these 3 extra years, it's been like 30, 40 fights. We're talking real fights. Like, I talking, who's that guy? I mean, I was going down the list. I'm like, man, I know they were talking about Ryan Garcia when Tank fought the other Garcia. They were talking about me and Mercito Gesta. I remember when Bud fought David Evanesyan, I was the backup. I remember I was going to fight the former Olympian Taras Salusliak. What's the other guy? Man, I was just going down. I'm like, man, and I'm like, it ain't like I ain't trying to fight. Shoot, just recently, Kurt Scooby, 3-week notice. I accepted. 3 weeks to get ready for the fight. 2 days later, oh yeah, no, we're good. I'm like, are you serious? Like, bro.
Let me
something to that.
Let me ask. I don't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you and GT about that. Like when you're training, bro, like does that just kind of derail like not your confidence, but like you're trying to be active, you're trying to fight, but like what does that do to you as a fighter when it just doesn't go through or it falls through?
I never experienced it as a fighter, but as a coach, me and AB, we had a couple of fights that fell through. But we didn't get a chance to get started training, so I wouldn't be able to say. But I can imagine that it would be devastating, man. So I can imagine his answer, especially when you say you want that check, and the chance, because it's like it's gonna be a huge opportunity because they think they're catching you off guard. Yeah, they think they're catching you off guard, so it's usually gonna be a huge name and a possibility for an upset to put you where you want to be. So it gotta hurt.
The biggest frustration is like I tell you guys, it's almost like I to myself, I know I already know about my gym stories, like I mean, I got shout outs to big bro David Diaz. I was 17 when me and little bro got rest his soul. We got him ready for Manny Pacquiao. I got Juan Manuel Marquez ready.
David Diaz passed?
No, Little Ed was 15 and I was 7. No, hell no. David Diaz is shout out to Main Event Real Estate. He's doing his thing. Yeah, and I actually had a conversation with Big Bro the other day. Like I want to say a couple months ago. Like just talking to him, and I just tell him, and he just like he's like, nah, canijo. Like it's time to hang it up, papa. Like whatever. I'm like I respect what you're saying, but like come to the gym or like I'm like it'd be different if I wasn't still serving everybody in the gym. Like I come to even I go to the gym out of shape and do 10 rounds and like they were like, man, you getting ready for a fight? I'm like, I'm always ready for a fight. I'm like I I appreciate the respect, but it's like at this point I'm like they don't want to fight me. I'm like I get it. I'm a high risk, low reward. I got my record so messed up that I'm like, shoot, I've been robbed more than the bank. Everyone knows this one, that one. There's three L's I'll take to the bank. There's three L's I'll take to the bank. I'll take the Sean Porter fight. It was close. I fought the wrong fight, and he had a lot of help from that referee. And then I was fighting him and the referee by the end of the fight, and that referee was doing everything. I don't know who had that referee in their pocket, but anyways, I got some words for him. Trust me, I know the name and everything. But then the other one is Frankie Gomez. That was early in my career. Frankie Gomez, man. I don't know what happened to the brother, but he was a great time. I hope he's doing well. And then obviously the one with Danny Garcia. That is the biggest sore black. Like I've been saying, I had COVID before COVID existed. I should have canceled the fight.
Me too.
TGB and PBC, they didn't care. They were like, no, we went to go cancel the fight. They're like, no, George, your job is to make sure Adrian shows up. Now that I'm man enough and old enough, I could tell them to go screw themselves. My health matters. It wasn't even my check. My little, 6-figure check that was decent. It was the 7. I believe that from what I heard, it was like 7 million something. Like DSG was making money. And it's like it kills me because he was so happy. He made it look like I know he was going through through his struggles. We all go through struggles. We all got
For
demons,
sure.
But I mean, it just kills me because I'm like, I was a shell of me. But it is what it is. I can't cry out the past. That's why I'm gonna do my best to make this last run my best. Yeah. God willing, if it can happen.
GT, you got any questions?
I want to say first, before I have a question, I want to say shout out to David Diaz. I ain't heard that name in a long time. We were on an Olympic team together in '96. He was an Olympian, and I was an alternate. But
Wow.
that's my
yes he was. Yes he was.
Great. Some people
Great
are
guy.
good. Some people are
Great
decent.
guy.
He's a great guy. My question to Adrian would be
great guy. Yeah.
Going back to the Conor Ben fight, I want to know how were you treated in the UK? I went over there with Clarissa to fight Savannah Marshall, and we weren't treated the best. I don't want to bring up what happened, but we weren't treated the best. I want to know what you think.
I mean, I was treated great. I was treated good. It was what I expected. It was business, but I mean, at the same, I left a bad taste in everybody's mind. Like they were like that's not what they wanted. I know what they wanted. They wanted me to stand there and go tooth and nail with this guy who obviously he got popped, whatever. But even at that, I still wasn't impressed. But I was upset with myself because that's actually why I took the break, because I was like, I kind of went out there you know what, because even at the end, the way I felt, I'm like, you know what, I boxed it. If you look at it as a boxing match, I'm like, and they still one-sided. I'm like, well, I came out clean. I ain't got no. You know what? I'm gonna go out tonight and have a good time. And I did. I had a great time, and England was dope. I actually made good. I actually got a good friend that I talked to him dude checks on me on the reg just because he was just he met my family and he's like, man, you're just a genuine good person, Adrian. I'm like, oh, I'm just bleed the same blood as you, and that's why you said about David Diaz, yeah, shout out that. I remember when he retired, he's like, oh man, I'll say it now because I'm retired, man. He's like, Adrian used to beat my ass in sparring all the time. Like I'm like, I wouldn't say it back then, you know. I'm like, I just like that's my big bro, you know, and he's definitely like always try to look out and he keeps an eye out, and then even too like for telling me not to, like to hang it up and do that. He's just caring for my well-being, and I get that, and and that's that's why, like, I know, I'm still sharp. I know I'm already thinking about another career after boxing. That's why you always, I know this is the
100%
best muscle I got. So that's
most
why.
valuable one.
Yeah. Exactly, 100%.
G Rice, you got anything? Because we shoot all the questions, but we got a lot of shit we got to talk about. We got to talk about what's next for Adrian, what's next for GT, what happened this past weekend.
That was my question. I was
Good.
going to ask you. So, after all you've been through, like, what's next? Like, what's your goals right now?
Asking GT,
No, I'm asking you, Adrian.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, no, my goal is, well, I mean, like, I know, like, my career is like my career is a novela. but I mean, I know I still got, because that Amir Mom fight, that was great, but I got other ones that it's like a lot of people don't even know about that. Like, there was an ESPN Friday Night Fights where I got dropped twice at the White Sox Stadium. The first one was that was the worst I ever got hurt in my career. I came back and I stopped this dude. Like that. I got other ones like with the guy was. I retired that man. Shout out to Mark Salser. That's the hardest. I remember too when I met him because he's short, whatever. But he's from Mansfield, Ohio, and I'm like, this boy got country strength. Like, he got country strength. I just seen the body, and I'm like, yeah, this boy can crack. But I just, I didn't let him know that. But yeah, like I remember after that first round, I looked at him like, and he busted. I'm like, ooh, like I was cooking him. And then, man, he just baited me into something, and the whole world was boom, like that was. I just remember hearing my dad say, "Stop the fight, stop!" And then George, shut up, like, telling my dad to shut up. But
Good thing he ain't listen.
And that's like that. A lot of people like I gotta show, like that's why Coach George and all three of my coaches, Robinson, Rico, and George, it's been the same corner that I've had since my amateur days. Everyone always, they try to throw me the, oh, you want to go to varsity? I'm like, I don't need to. I'm like, it ain't, like, I mean, those are all great coaches and those are all great ideas. I'm like, I know what works for Adrian, and I know, what Adrian needs, so like, I appreciate all the wisdom or the, the ideas or whatever, but I'm like, I'm gonna do what at the end of the, like, what I learned, at the end of the day, you're the boss in that ring. You're the one in there. Like, it ain't, So, no, what I want is I'm gonna go out swinging. God willing, I got a couple more Cinderella nights left in me, and my prize, my childhood dream was always to be a world champion. I never even got a chance to fight for a title. So like I'm like I said, I'm going for that belt no matter what. Whoever got it, whoever's in the way, like I don't care, any of the four, like whoever, like, yeah, I'm coming from.
As a coach, I want to tell you to give it your all, give it your all, champ. Like with the running, with the training, like like we as fighters, I used to fight myself, of course, but there was times where we regretted that we didn't give it 100%. So now that for a fact that you, like, towards the end of your career, it ain't over, but you towards the end, like, make sure you give it 100% every single day, every single round, every single station, every single mile, so that you will have no regret at the end. Like, finish strong.
Yeah,
finish.
And well, that's been the most frustrating thing about what we were talking about with these, like, that frustration that I've been living like a fighter. I've been dying, like, I literally, like, I'm a monk. I don't do nothing. I stay at home. I go to work. I'm with my family. I'm like, I get invited out all the time. Be like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all have a good time. Like, it's like, the young,
Focused.
like, oh yeah, let's go, and boom, like, all right. now I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. Like I'm gonna chill, you know. Like, oh, there's fights on. Oh, that's cool, bro. Let me know who wins. Like I'm just chilling, you know. And then that's the thing too. That's why like I'll show up to the gym and not even training, and you know I just walk through a lot of people and they'll be like, "Damn, champ, you ready to go?" I'm like, it's like my second day back, bro. I'm like, you just never forget how to fight, you know. Like I still maintain, you know, I still run, I'll eat healthy, you know. But I mean, it's like at this point, you know, it's like you know, GT knows, like it's just you already know the gig, you know, it's your well-oiled machine, you know the little tweaks and tune-ups you need to do, like. It ain't rocket science.
Right.
It ain't rocket science. You got to just, you know, stick to the code. That's what I was saying. Stick to the code. You know the code. Live like a fighter. Breathe boxing. You know what to do. Don't, you know, eat healthy, sleep right. You know, don't do bad. It's simple. You know, like that's why. All praise to the most. I'm like, shoot, I'm actually a born again Christian. I actually got baptized again last year already.
Congratulations.
Yeah, last year. It's just like, bro. I've been.
It's huge.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been yeah, I was raised Catholic. You know, like you know, every Mexican pretty much. And as we, you know, I grow and just you know, learn life, and you know, I'm just like man, and then actually one of my homies, he's a rapper. He goes by Sarcastic, but he's a man, dude. Like he's just like he hit it hard with the book, and I'm like, yo, bro, that's crazy because I've been praying a lot more too, just reading the scripture every day, and I'm just like, he's like, hey, loco, I'm gonna go get baptized. I'm like, let's go, dogs, you know, like we just did it, and it was just like, I don't know, little by little, you know, I just been seeing it, and it's like, I'm like, damn, I'm getting old. No, I just
ain't getting old. You getting better.
You see the
getting wise.
Yeah, exactly. You get wise. You get wiser. You know the humility and just the simple things. Like that's why like humility teaches you a lot. Like that's why I'm a lot of times I'm happy to go to work. Like just because it's like I remember the grind when I was coming up. You know, selling tickets, working at a bank, working landscaping, doing the car wash, doing valet, and still going to the gym. Like it's like I got that hunger again, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go to the gym today. You know, like it's like that's my treat to myself.
Yeah,
it's like the perfect lead up to a beautiful ending to a story, a movie like story, man. So put that 100% in. Put that 100% in.
That's what I'm doing. That's what a lot of people tell me that, you know, like, and I mean, win, lose, or draw, like I said, I'm going out swinging no matter what. You know, I always do. I'm gonna put on a fight. You know, like I ain't gonna go down easy ever, no matter what. Shoot, even with Danny, when I was a shell of myself, he didn't put me down. I was on my feet.
Right.
Oh man, my favorite comment was that they're like, do with the body of Seymour Burns. somebody said Danny Garcia. I like, damn, bro. I had no muscles there, but I mean, yeah, I literally. I trained like 3 weeks for that fight. Like after I was bedridden for like 5, so it is what it is, man. Danny Garcia, you know, he's definitely gonna be a shoo-in Hall of Famer. I mean, he's had a great career. His style though, it was pickle. I mean, y'all seen the fight I had with Sean. Y'all seen the fight, absolutely. Man. I think Danny's great. You know, great, but man, I think he would have been too slow for me. I think there's a lot of little things that I just, you know. And I mean, he's gonna walk off into the sunset now. I can talk all the shit I want, you know. He's just like, "I'm sorry, bro, I got you." Like, you know?
And he can't apologize for it, right?
And I'm the only man to stop you. I'm the only man to stop Adrian Granados. Not really.
Hey,
not really.
Which is wild though. Well, first thing, Tiffany, she said good luck. She's a friend of the podcast. She said good luck to you. She's in the chat.
Thank you.
But
for sure.
Talk to me about Danny Garcia, bro. So you trained 3 weeks for that fight?
Yeah, where was I at? I was in Culiacan, Sinaloa. I was training with the legend Julio Cesar Chavez, and yeah, I'm in with the Cesar. You know, I'm there. Yeah, Culiacan, Mazatlan, man, dude, I was living like a king out there. It was just, man, that U.S. to peso exchange, ooh, baby.
He's good. I've been out there a few times. He's good.
Man, and then I heard down in the Dominican, I heard it quadruples. I'm like, yo.
Oh yes, sir. It sure do.
But I mean,
I'm going back. I'm going back in January.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God bless you, man. You have a great time and be safe, man.
2026 already.
Already, GT, you hear me?
We ain't even halfway. We ain't halfway through.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
2026.
Nah, yeah. So what had happened was I went from Culiacan, Sinaloa, like we talking 100 or 110 daily, bro. That's the hottest place on earth. Oh my god, I stayed in the air conditionings at every house anywhere. Like I was dying over there. I take like 5 or 6 showers a day. But from that heat, I went straight to Minnesota, and which was great. Oh my god, because I'm a Chicagoan. I literally first thing my ex, great girl Yanali, she was a fighter too. She was like, I was so happy. I went out. I was out there like freaking. I was a t-shirt. Oh my god, the cold. Thank you God. Like
Took it for granted.
I'm a Chicago Bear. You know, I'm a Chicago Bear. I went to the coldest game in Bears history. So like, but yeah. So I was so happy in the snow, whatever. Mister Coach George's nephew is Celestino Ruiz. It's crazy the way it all works, but he's a great world class referee. He was in China. He got very sick. We're sat right next to each other because they know we know each other. And we're just chopping it up, whatever. And then I go from there to LA, and I'm veteran for like 4 or 5 weeks. Like
That
that's
was
just
COVID, bro.
That's crazy.
I never tested positive for COVID, and when they had the antibody test, I had them. And we fought 4/20/2019. I had a Ghanaian doctor, and he's like, "I'm giving you all the strongest. I do not know why you're not getting better." I was just like, I don't know, doc.
You had
I
that
don't know,
first
doc.
strand,
I,
prelude strand.
dude, I would try to run, and I would make it 2 blocks, and I was throwing up. Like I was like,
Ooh.
that never happened to me. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, it was, and man, 3, and then yeah, I just like it was 3, and then yeah, George like man, we gotta cancel this fight, and literally Tom Brown told, and that yeah, I'm gonna drop his name. Like your job is to make sure he shows up, and it's like because of my little payday, it was the biggest payday of my career, but Danny was making millions. They didn't care about me. I was like, like I said, they called me the PBC punching bag. They just come on, he'll still show up. Granados will still show up.
Yeah.
You know what happened? I won the first round. Then I got back to the corner, and I'm just like, "That's it, coach. That's all I got."
All I got in me.
Coach is like, well, Pete, don't fail me now.
Oh shit.
I remember with the first look, I seen it coming. I'm like, damn! Like I'm like like a lot of one. They're like, man, he must have hit. I'm like, bro, if you pause, no, if he would have blew wind at me, I would have went down. Like I'm like, I was so weak, bro. Like,
I couldn't even imagine that,
but
bro.
I don't know. Yeah, it was it's my black. I mean, it's a sore loss on mine because it's just like it's not even like I said, nothing against Danny. Like great fight, but that he didn't. It's just like I thought that would have
Bad
been
timing.
my big fight. To break through finally. Finally get the big win. But
Yeah.
it is what
Bad
it is.
timing.
Yeah, bad timing. Boxing God said no, not this time. Sorry, Granados.
I wanna ask you. So I first watched you fight fully. Like I had seen you fought, many times before. But when you fought Adrian Broner, that was like my first official like full fight, start to finish. When I got introduced to Adrian
Yeah.
Granados. Talk to me about that fight, bro. You look damn good. GT, I'm sure you was around the vicinity too. I'm sure you was around. Sure
I
you was
didn't
there.
go, but I was tuned in.
Okay.
I was living in Vegas at that
Oh
time. I was living in
man,
Vegas.
dude, we was there, bro. It was 50-50, man. Chicago was in it.
Yes.
That's why. But I didn't before when we were chopping it up before that we started. This is where I didn't add. So I was going through everything. Like I had, my like little bro, God rest his soul, 20-0, 16 knockouts. Ed Fat Boy Brown, West Side legend, like Garfield Park. man, that's my little bro for life. I was one of the few. I think it was like 4 or 5 people that actually got to see him on his deathbed. I actually got to see him. I actually got to talk to him. He was tapping my finger. I was crying like a baby, little but he was still alive, bro. He got shot up so many different times, and the last one he got hit in the head, and he was still alive. Oh my God, that gives me chills right now even talking about it. But that happened in the camp. Yeah, I know. Thank you. But yeah, I mean that's why I always got something on my trunks with him. And even when he passed away, like I get random people always like, "Oh, you buddy, huh?" They're like, "Man, little bro, love your ass." They're like, we used to always be like, "Man, like get off that Mexican dude, nuts, bro. You the guy." Like, yeah, no, big bro, man, he'll get tired, man. Like little Ed was just a great kid. Yeah, that happened, and then Chicago, like it was just a lot. I was so excited that I was finally gonna get my big fight because this is a year after I got the win with Amir Imam, where Don King blacklisted me. He talked to that's so much. Like I said, it's a novella, my damn career. But yeah, that's why. But anyways, so I'm so excited. I got Chicago with there heavy. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan. It's Cincinnati. I'm like, oh, fuck, screw the Reds. It's Cubbies all day. I'm rocking some Cubbies.
100%.
So anyways, yeah, the Chicago was in the building. It definitely felt like 50-50. The thing was, I was too excited. 2 nights before, I think I got 4 hours of sleep. Then the night before, 3 hours sleep. I was dreaming already. Me beating them up, knocking them out. I wake up, start shadow by ooh, like I was just too hyped. And yeah, I don't give no excuses. I feel like I won the fight. I had it 6-3. I had it 7-3, 6-4 closest, but I won that fight. And everyone's always just like, "Oh yeah, you beat AB." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know, bro. I was there." Like I just. But yeah, it's just shout out to AB. That's my brother. Yeah, that's he gave me plenty of opportunities. Like I said, he gave me the opportunity after I impressed him with the fight where I fought at the U.S. Cellular when I came back from the 2 knockdowns and stopped Mr. Salser. That got me my chief sparring partner job to be Marcos Maidana for Mr. Browner, and man, that was a career changing camp. Man, I always tell everybody those sparrings were way better than the fight. Those sparrings I was always bleeding from the nose. He was always bleeding from the mouth, and I'm like, it was just we getting each other ready. I know I was getting ready for a fight too, and I was still leading up, but I definitely in that camp, I showed AB game, and that's where we came bros. I remember, the night where I was just one night because I was baby Maidano, whatever. Everyone was I felt like the outcast. I'm like, man, I'm like public enemy number 1 at this camp. But and then finally, I just spoke up. I'm like, "Yo, AP, man, I know y'all be going out, going forward." I'm like, "What's up, man? I'm always at the hotel. What's up, dog?" And then, man, after that, I kicked it with all the guys, and "Oh man, you man, bro." I remember he said, "Man, he's supposed to been in band camp."
Yeah, same cloth.
Band camp was crazy at that time too, man.
Yeah, but no, it was a great camp, and I mean, yeah, that was a legendary night. Marcos Maidana did this thing, and AB really showed his grit. Showed his heart. I mean, and a lot of people forget he moved up from 135 to 147 to fight one of the hardest punchers in boxing.
Let's talk about it. We need a roundtable discussion real quick. How does everybody feel about this? Do y'all think AB should have took that fight? Yes or no?
Nope.
And why?
No.
There's no point for it. I mean, but he was going for glory. I will say that he was going for the glory. He was going for the glory. So that's why, like I said, I'm cut from that cloth. Where you going for the gusto, where you want to be remembered. So that's why, yeah, that was a hell of a fight. That was a hell of a fight.
GT, what you think?
Coach Mike, rest in peace. He used to call me before fights and ask me my opinion on stuff, and he said, "What you think about Adrian going up to 147 and fighting Paulo Malignaggi?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's a gimme fight.
Yeah.
Go up there, snatch that belt." I said, "But come right back down." You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yo, Coach Mike, rest his soul. He said, oh yeah, you know we
Yeah.
going back down. We ain't gonna stay up there. We ain't doing nothing stupid.
Yeah.
They
Man,
stayed up there, man.
That fight changed his life.
man, that whole camp, they ended up becoming like family to me. I just got
for
rest,
sure.
Coach Mike, Levi,
Levi, that's my cousin.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's your cousin. Yeah, man. Is he still with us?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he still
tell Vi.
he still coaching the gym.
Please tell Coach Vi that I said, hey, like that was a good brother, and yeah, they like I said, they knew what it was. I mean, literally, like I felt like I was just one of the bros, and they knew that, and like they could tell, like they were like they liked me because they're like, oh yeah, Granados, he ain't no punk, he ain't no punk. I'm like,
I ain't
but
mad
no,
at that.
Yeah, they always kept it family style. Camp is always like family style. Coach Mike always ran it
100
like that. And Levi as well.
for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah, for sure,
I let him know
yeah,
for sure. I tell him for sure.
yeah.
I wish he wouldn't have took that fight, man. I wish he wouldn't have. It.
I think
I mean, yeah.
it's more crazy that, like, hearing it from Adrian, just because, like, from the outside, from spectators, it looks like he didn't put in the work. But Adrian saying, like, they was getting it in them sparring
Yeah,
sessions, and so, like, when
like
you see him on All Access, he training, but then he doing band camp, he flying out doing shows in between camp, and so I'm like, why take this fight with this threat, and you ain't even focused?
yeah, I got you. It was a lot. I could see it because, like I said, I was a fly on the wall, and I'm just like, and I was impressed. But I mean, at the same time, I see him as a peer, so I'm like managing a lot, bro. I'm like, and me,
Yeah.
like I'm from Chicago myself, and there's a reason why I had the stadium packed. Like I'm known around in these streets too. Like this
Mm-hmm.
scar, the scar. I have a big old scar on my nose that ain't from no boxing stuff. Like but I could just see it. But I'm like, but then he's putting in the work. And that's why, and like I give a lot of praise to a lot of people that told him, they're like, man, Adrian, if you weren't there, like maybe it would have been worse, because yeah, no, I promise you guys, like I, I did better against him than in the fight we had in sparring. Like I remember those sparrings were much better than the fight, but obviously that's sparring compared to the fight.
Right.
But either way, yeah, no, Adrian did his work. We were doing road work, like because I was all in. Like when they were doing road work, I was doing road work with them. He put in his work, and it wasn't like I do tell people, like a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, who's the biggest puncher, who's this. AB, that motherfucker is like a little boulder. Like he's like he's strong. He's just a strong, like like you could try to move whatever. Like he's there. He's fast. Like the pop is like it's flashing, explosive, but it's there. But man, like the trying to muscle it, like that ain't happening. Like he's a strong man, and but I mean, I just that's one thing. Like that's why like we didn't have none of the antics or the shit. Like I'm like he was trying to say like oh it's a new AP. I'm like, man, bro. Like I'm like okay. Like I just take quiet. Like I'm like, I know you, dog. Like like like. We've had times where like we're talking and like I got in my face. I mean, I love you, bro. I'm like, yeah, I love you too, bro. Like I mean, you were looking like, who you talking to? I'm like, man, don't worry about it, dog. That's my dude. It's like we brothers for real. I met his family, met his mom, his dad. Shoot, I met his twin. And I remember his twin was like checking me out, like. I'm like, you're brothers, aren't you?
Andre, his twin Andre was a bad boy in the amateurs too, man.
I know, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's why the first time we met, he gave me that gangbanger look, and I'm like, oh, but I know that look. I'm like, all right. But I'm like, and he's like, no, I see what you're. I'm like, hey man, I'm just doing my job, brother.
You're right.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
And they were paying me nice. They were paying me nice, especially that was after like a decent, Friday night fight check that I got, and then it was a weekly that, and I was like, I mean, shoot, I was what? I was 23. I was 23 in that camp. I was a baby.
Damn.
Yeah,
But
man. 35. I'll be 36 in next month.
hey, you getting wiser, bro. You getting wiser.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Much wiser.
before we get into anything else, man, I'm gonna give you the floor, Adrian. Tell the people, man. Like, I know we've been amped up for the last week about this pod. You got some shit you got to get off your chest, bro. Talk to us. You got the floor for a minute before we start getting into anything else.
Man, guys, it ain't like I ain't been trying to fight. It's been 30, 40 fights, I swear to you. I excuse my French, I shit you not. Real fights, real names, big names, backup. We're talking Terrence Crawford, Ryan Garcia, Tara Selesliak, an AB rematch, I keep forgetting some of the names, but it's like, I'm taking out 4 weeks notice, 3 weeks notice, giving them the weight, whatever. It's just like, for all reason or not, like, it just hasn't happened. I've gotten to the point, like, I'm like, and I usually don't talk like this, but I'm like, but boxing ain't turned pussy. Like, I'm sorry, but it's pussy. Like, it's a bunch of bitches. Everybody want to protect their own and pick and choose and this. And I'm not going to give him, why should I give him a chance? I'm like, man, y'all pussy, bro. And I promise you, I don't really talk like this on some boxing, but I'm so frustrated that it's like, yo, man the fuck up and fight, bro. Like, it's boxing. It's a fight game. Like what, like there are some, like, some of the young cats or whatever, like, in the, new, like, the new breed are trying to, but, the new crowd, but like, I mean, like, it is kind of annoying, and like some of it's like, oh my God, like, I want to smack so many of them, but I'm like, but it's just like, it's a new game, and that's why too. Now I'm gonna talk some shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all some bitches, y'all some hoes, y'all ain't trying to fight nobody. Y'all scared of little old Adrian Granados? What? Why? Because I'll fucking beat your ass. That's why. No matter, win, lose, or draw. Besides that Danny Garcia fight, you're gonna be hurt. I'm gonna hurt you, or I'm gonna make you fight. Like, I know that.
Gonna be a war.
Yeah, it's gonna be a war, and you leaving hurt. You don't remember me that night.
Facts.
Yep.
Well,
I think the Adrian fight can happen again, man.
Ooh.
To be honest,
man, I told him.
I think he can.
When I told him to run it back in Chicago, and he said that funny joke just to kind of straight up. But I told him on our own, like, I'm like, hey, what's up? He told me, like, man, bro, I'd rather give you the money to fight you again. I'm like, like,
it's different circumstances now, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know. I mean, even too, they were telling me something the other day was telling me, like, would you fight what buddy's name who beat him?
Blair Cobb?
Yeah, Blair Cobb. I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I mean, at this point, give me anybody. Like, give me King Kong. Like, I'll
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
That's wait. You know what I'm saying? That's too dangerous.
What, Blair Cobb?
You too dangerous for Blair Cobb.
Hell fucking yeah.
I know.
He in shape right now, GT. He in shape right now.
I already spoke on Church Scooby, right? We said that live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speak
okay.
on it again. Shit.
Well, yeah. I literally 3 weeks had, and I was still gonna take it just because I checked him out. I watched a couple, footage. I'm like, oh, I got him. And that's why too. I ended up tagging him on IG, and then I told him after, he laughed at this one too. I'm like, and I bet you I truck you in football, boy. Yeah, I told him. But
that boy
he laughed
big.
at that one. But what's it called? Man, he don't look that big. But anyways, I'm gonna one call out I will do, and this is one just because I know they were looking for a couple of for an opponent. I remember when Regis Prograis, when he was calling me out over and over. You guys remember? There was and this way, Regis, if you out there, I know you remember this. When he bombarded on one of my interviews, and he just jumped at me, and he's like, "Man, I'll knock this dude out right now." I'm like, I looked at him straight in the face, and I said, "Bro, we could go right across the street right now." And I seen it, and he could see it in my eyes, and I'm like, nah, we got to make some money, right? And I remember that look in your eyes. You knew I wasn't playing, boy, because I'm about that life, bro. So So now,
Hell
back then
yeah.
we talked. You know the reason why
Rougarou.
everybody wanted to fight me back then, but now I can't get a fight. But you aren't done. Neither am I. You need. I think we'd be perfect for each
I
other.
Regis,
think
where
that's
you at?
perfect timing. I think
Regis,
that's
Regis,
perfect timing.
Regis. I respect you as a fighter. You've had you were a world champion. You know, like God bless you, bro. But what'd you say? He said, "Watch Rougarou bite the head off El Tigre. I'll still make jambalaya out of Rougarou."
Damn.
And I say that because he's from New Orleans. I love New Orleans.
Hey,
Damn.
Glass, we cooking tonight, baby. We cooking
But I
Yeah,
tonight.
that's
think
it.
people need to
Ooh.
be worried. People need to be really worried about a fighter like Adrian in this situation because I came back after 16 years of being retired, and what happens is you turn up everything that you didn't have all the way up when you were fighting. I'm saying like you don't make any mistakes. You don't cut. You don't make no shortcuts. You
You
don't cut
know how
no
to do
corners
everything.
like
You
you
know how to
do.
do
Yeah, and
everything.
then you get wiser just from relaxing and sitting back, watching it from a different point of view. And
Yes, sir.
so a Regis, and also my younger brother, my fighter, AB. That's a dangerous fight for both of them. And so to me it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I think he
I
should get
mean,
his shot. He should get his shot.
I need to. I mean, look at like I got love for all my Chicago people. You know, I'm big bro now in Chicago, and it's like, but because my coach is like, I remember first day I went back to Garfield. They're like, all right, y'all, it's Adrian's first day back here. I'm like, please, coach, these are still my sons, and like that's to every fighter in Chicago, all of you. I'm still the best fighter in Chicago, and y'all know that. And yes,
Check the
yeah. I
comments.
mean, I got love for little bro. He used to call me little big bro. He had mad love for me. Wishing him luck on his upcoming fight.
You talking about Kenneth
I,
Sims?
yeah, versus Oscar Duarte. That's a good fight. It's
It's
a
a good
tough
fight.
fight.
It's a good fight.
I look it. I understand. He had the ranking, whatever. But I I've showed him nothing but love. I'm like, you want to? I mean, I know he's staying focused, so who knows? I know he's got a family now. I got a family too, so men carry on their way. But I'm still the best fighter in Chicago, and I mean, Lil Kenny knows all the wars we had. Like, and I'll just leave it at that.
Adrian, you want the fight or not, bro? You want that fight?
With Kenny.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's got the belt, I'm gonna have to take it from him.
Fuck it.
But I mean, little Kenny, like I even put a post on him. I wish I'm like I hope little bro, wish him luck. He hope he brings the title. Ignored me. I inboxed him. Hey, what's up? He used to call me big bro. I'm like, you acting brand new now, bro. Like
He big timed you.
not even, bro. He thinks he's big time. I'm like, I've been whooping his ass since I started boxing.
Damn.
Like since I was.
Damn.
I remember the days when he used to look at his daddy, get me out of here, papa. But like I said, that was back, and I mean, he's got a family now, so I don't want to disrespect him, and he's doing great. Like I said, I want him to win. I'm all for Chicago. I'm Team Chicago. I'm a Cubs fan, Bears fan, Bulls fan. I ain't a Sox hater. I'm a black, like I'm all Chicago. I swear I was
I would say
raised.
that's rare. Cubs fan not hating the Sox is rare.
Well, I was raised on the South Side.
That's what I was going to
I was raised on
ask.
the
I was
South
going
Side,
to
but
ask how you ended up being a Cubs fan, being on the South Side, but it's okay. We can leave that one for another.
I won my first championship as an 8-year-old and an 8 to 10-year-old, and I was the cleanup batter with the Cubs. And then this back when Sammy Sosa, and I was like, man, I used to put a bunch of gum in my mouth, like. And then I didn't realize till I like 12, 13. I'm like, yo, we the most famous losers? Like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. I didn't know that till later. But
Till 2016. Till
Yep,
2016.
I was out there.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I've been to the Cubs versus the Sox used to come to Vegas to always play like an exhibition game every year.
I remember,
sure
they did do that. Yeah, the crosstown rivalry though. It ain't nothing though. But like when it's in Chicago, it's wild. That's when that's when a lot of fights happen.
big facts.
I bet.
Yeah.
Adrian, last thing I'm gonna say, man. Hey, we got one of the best coaches in the game right now in the chat. Go mess with him, bro. Go mess with him if you need to. I know you in shape, but if you need,
I mean that ain't a bad ride. I used to like that drive. Was it 5-6 hours, something like that?
he ain't there no more, bro.
I'm in Costa Rica now.
Where you at?
Costa Rica.
I know.
Costa Rica.
I know. Coño, carajo, pero de qué tú hablas, coño. I know the different linguistics, nomás que yo le hablo como un mexicano de veras, como un chingón. Pero yeah, you know, I know about the Dominicano and my first serious, you know, what was a Puerto Rican and coño, oh my God, I used to be like, wow. They would always be like, nosotros hablamos el mejor español, that they speak the best Spanish. I'm like, yo, sound like y'all got peanut butter on top of your mouth.
It's pura vida over here, man. Pura vida.
Yeah, exactly. Pura vida, exactly. That's good stuff, man. Nah, God bless you, man. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Adrian, I gotta get with you, man. I gotta get my lingo up, man, before I go back, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that lingo up, though. Hey,
bro, if you even,
I'm a bad dude,
You don't need no
but hey,
lingo.
when I get that
You don't need no lingo. All you need is what you need lingo for. You paying?
No, bro, because that'll get you merged too, bro. That gets you merged.
That's right. I mean, I'm trying to find.
That's right. No, bro. Shout out to my homie Jimmy. He goes there. He's another one who goes, and he's like players only, baby. Pero tú sabes, like he's got. As long as you try, they realize it, and then they're like, vente para acá. Like they're like, no, it's que, you know, like, and that's what I had to learn the hard way. I wasn't a no sabo kid, but at 17 when I went to Mexico for the trials out there, I was like, ¿dónde está? Like, nombre, pero ahora nombre me lo hablo como bien mexicano. Going like, they be like, damn, bro, like you. I'm like, yeah, no, I mask it pretty well. I'm like, I mean, I lived there twice. 2 years in Mexico City. That was when I was with the Marquez camp and the Romance gym. And then 2 years in Culiacan, Sinaloa.
2 years?
Yeah.
When you was in the Marquez camp was dang, I'm drawing the blank.
Tiffany,
was Nacho there? Nacho was,
of course, he's still there. Yeah, pobrecito. I mean, he's getting old now. Coach George saying, you know, but I mean, it's still not. Oh my God,
that's my favorite coach of all time. That's my favorite coach of all time.
He's made like 20-something world champions. He's the truth. He's ridiculous. I mean, yeah. After that first Marquez Pacquiao fight, I was sold. Like I was a Marquez fan, and I had to meet that man. Yeah, that's I was 17 and I was going to school for boxing. I would you know when Marquez he had the H2 back then in Mexico City. H2, and when he pulled up, that's when I knew my training was over. I just sit down and watch the man. And then he had 2 sparring partners that he actually knocked, one from Korea, one from he knocked them out. I was the only one there at the gym. After one sparring, he's like, all right, I just need him. I got him ready for the Baby Bull Diaz. And he told me it was just like sparring. Like and it man, that's why, like I said, I got a lot of stories.
Oh, we gotta get some.
I fought on the car with Marquez. We fought in me, Marquez, and Butterbean. We all fought in
Butterbean. That's throwback. We used to love our
throwback for sure. Man.
The two people my dad would get excited to watch was Julio Cesar Chavez and then Butterbean. Just like drinking beer.
Butterbean was crazy.
I'm weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hey,
good time, good boxing.
Shout out to our brother / ghost producer tonight. He's really far on Duolingo, bro. So shout out to him. So if y'all need a man to tutor y'all, man, hey, he on his way.
Yeah, G Rice, whenever, man, just look. What I do with my friends, no. What I do with my friends, I do. Yeah, we can do that. Te lo hago. Like I can do that.
All you need is Quando.
He said Quando.
Yeah, let me. Smart man, actually. I be too nice sometimes.
Yeah. I know he.
Hey, Adrian, we both from the hood, bro. You gotta give me that.
I know.
That discount, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta give me that discount, bro. I need that discount.
Yeah, I know. I got you, buddy. Hey, you remember? I was. That's when we were fighting AB and them. I'm like, yeah, yeah, the money team. I'm like, yeah, we the broke team. We here to. That's what Coach George like. Yeah, that's when we make the broke team. I like we the broke team. We here to rob.
I'm weak as shit, man. I'm weak. Hey, MG, kick us
Yeah,
off from
that's
the fights,
wild.
man. Kick us off. What's up? Where we starting
Yeah,
on
what's up,
Friday?
man?
Friday, you want to start at Bumgarner?
Nah, we gotta
Or
hit Shadeja Green, bro. We gotta start there, man. And hey,
okay,
we gonna
okay.
have GT take us off after that.
Yeah. Nah, Deja Green did a thing, man. It's I think GT should speak to that more than I should for sure.
Cause it's
I was
something
Yeah, because
catching
when
I,
up
you
on.
know, the way I predicted the fight was that she was gonna lose, right? It was gonna be like a fight to where she was gonna learn a huge lesson on how to become a better fighter, to do more, to have a higher punch output, to
Mm-hmm.
to go on. And she was gonna go on a win streak, a long win streak after the loss. You know, because it was gonna make her better. And I actually thought she lost. You know, and I'm a Shadeja Green fan, but I actually thought she lost. You know, Savannah Marshall thought she won as well. You know, the way I see it, you know, and I was paying close attention, because I knew we was gonna come back and talk about these fights. But I thought that Savannah almost swept the first half of the fight. She might have lost one round, so I think she won 4 out of the first 5, and then they took a point, and then she won 2 out of the last 5. You know what I'm saying? So to me, she won the fight hands down.
Right.
But they didn't give it to her, and the scores were crazy, man. The scores were not you know, you know how it is when you got a promoter, man. And
Oh
they want
yeah.
their fighters to win, man. This was one of those occasions, and you know, like I said, Shadeja, know I love her. You know, I've been following her and reposting her stuff since she was in the amateurs, and I'm talking about like 10 years maybe. So yeah, so they know it's all love for me, you know what I'm saying? But I really thought that Savannah Marshall actually won that fight. But so yeah, tell me what y'all think.
Adrian, did you watch it? It was Friday night. The Savannah Marshall.
I did not.
Well, I
I gotta tell you guys before the fight. I don't watch fights no more. Unfortunately, I want to get back to it, but
I
life be
understand.
life, man.
well
I be trying to go to sleep.
I
well
understand. They be making them
we
late as hell.
we gonna bring you aboard, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
start breaking these fights down with us, man. Long term, bro. We would love to have you, bro. But I think go ahead.
Honestly, everybody in my family always told me I should be a
Mm-hmm.
commentator. I always wanted to. I'm bilingual. I shout out to Sean Porter. You know, obviously, like that's one of the L's I will accept. He was a total gentleman. I think I do. I have a little more style than him on
Right.
it. he no, he does a good job. He does a good job. But I mean, I think I need to be added to it. You know, there's a lot of intellect I got in the game, and not only that, I just I speak well, and I also like I can translate for them too, so it gives them a different outlook
Right.
from the other
Right.
side as
A little
well.
bit of versatility.
Shit.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead. Put me on
Nah,
next, guys.
yeah, me, you, and GT, we gonna talk offline for sure, bro. Cause I'm with that. But Savannah Marshall, 8-4. That's all I'm gonna say.
A4, A. Say what?
Savannah Marshall won 8-4, 100%.
But it's a
I
10
mean,
round fight, right?
8-2, 8-2. I'm sorry, 8-2,
A2.
8-2.
Oh, you got A2.
Yeah,
Woohoo,
bro, the
A2.
point deduction. Come on, man.
Right.
I say 8-2. I don't know why I say 8-4. I'm over here thinking about Saturday, but nah, 8-2 for sure, bro. Hands down, hands down. Rob, I hate to say robbery, but she lost that fight, bro. Shadeja Green lost that fight. No disrespect, but I didn't see.
Sound like it.
Go watch
Nah,
it,
ain't no
bro.
disrespect.
I'm playing.
Nah, go watch it. Go watch it. I don't got nothing else to say about it, bro. Because I think once she fucks around and taps into her full potential, she gonna be dangerous. And I think a fight with her and Clarissa at some
Right.
point that could happen.
Well, now does this change the trajectory a little bit, especially with what GT was saying? If she took the fight a fight that she didn't necessarily win handily, does that mean she's still gonna be as mindful going forward that she got some work to do, or is it gonna mess it
I
up if
mean,
she's gonna?
talk about it, bro. Like, I'm to the point where, let's just say, if that's me, if I'm fighting somebody and then all of a sudden, fuck, I won, but I didn't feel like I won at all. Do I still carry that same momentum and that same game plan into the next fight? Do I do that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't. You have to change something up. You have to.
Yeah, it's a weird place to be, man.
You know what I mean? Like, it's.
I say if you look at the way the first half of the fight went, that's how I said in the prediction how she fights. She doesn't do enough to win the rounds, but she has what it takes to win the rounds. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
And
right,
she
right.
showed that in the second half of the fight when she started to be more busier, when she started to fight like almost like in desperation, like she was behind. Some people need like a lighter under them, like to where they're pretending as if they're behind in order to to win the rounds because they don't have that go in them without like being down or or whatever. But that's actually how it went, and so we'll have to wait and see if she's gonna make any kind of adjustments, saying to her first half of the fight because she did the same exact thing as she did in her and there were title fights. I want to say that she did the same thing, and so to me, it don't seem like she steps up to the occasion yet. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? It's like she got desperate in that fight and she mashed on the gas and she ended up getting a decision. And
Yeah,
so I guess we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to wait and see. I can't predict it. You know what I'm saying? It's too hard to call because she should have been doing more in the first half of this fight. You know what I'm saying? Fighting a huge fight like on that card, that night, that venue, all those lights on her, all the cameras on her. She should
right.
have been. She should have been how she was in the second half of the fight. She should have started off like that. So
I
I,
agree.
I can't predict it.
So, well, let's go to the next fight then. Baumgartner and Miranda. What I'm gonna say, this reminded me of Adrian Granados and Adrian Broner. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh wow!
Not bad.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Y'all got to speak on it because I wasn't to be honest, like somebody was hit me at the same time I was watching that fight, so I didn't get to watch it like I watched the Savannah Marshall fight. So I didn't see it. So I kind of like was listening to the commentator and then watching every second, what I'm saying, every couple of seconds. So I got what they thought of the fight, but and of course my vibe, you could read vibes of the crowd
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that, but I really can't say. But if you was to force me to say who I think won, I would say Alicia close fight.
Yes.
Um, I would say 6-4. I would say 6-4 close fight.
So I say it reminds me of Broner Granados because it was tit for tat. Like, it was to the point. I don't want to say Baumgartner like didn't know what she was getting herself into, but I just think there was a little bit of rust there, like maybe the first or second round, because she didn't know like this girl can fight like that. Miranda was coming at her with everything, and she didn't stop. So anytime Baumgartner was throwing a punch, it was a counter coming right back. But then I think the other girl, Miranda, was just much busier. But as the fight got kind of later on after the fifth round, it started to pick up to the point where they were both busy. But I still think Miranda was throwing a lot of shots and she was connecting to the point where it could have been a toss up. I'm not saying she lost, but
Woo!
I'm not saying Baumgartner lost, but I do think it was probably 4-5. Or yeah, six
I
four. I'm
gotta
sorry,
watch it again.
6-4. It was a good fight. It was a good fight.
I gotta watch it again.
It was a great fight. But if I had to compare it, it would be Adrian Granados, Adrian Broner. Very comparable. If y'all want to watch that, please watch it because Granados was very busy. He
Gotta
was
watch
very
it.
busy,
Definitely.
and that's hard. That's hard to score. It's hard to score. Um, but that's my take on it. Glass, what you think, bro?
That one, just like GT was saying, that was I was at the crap table, so I didn't get to catch that one.
Hey, well,
Well, GT wasn't at the crap table, but something was going on with me.
Damn.
I got talked into playing craps. I was at the sports book watching the fight, so I got talked into playing craps.
Damn.
G Rice, did you watch it?
Yes, sir.
Tell me
No,
what you
I was,
think.
life was life.
Tell me what you think, bro.
I ain't get to catch it,
You didn't
bro.
get to catch it. Well,
No, sir.
I'm telling y'all to rewatch it because I truly think it was a close fight. Baumgartner won, super close fight. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot of tit for
Remember when
tat.
we were saying about the predictions? I was saying that I was looking forward to seeing how she was gonna look with her new trainer Derek James.
Hmm
I
You
didn't
was spot
see
on.
I didn't see any signs of him on her. Maybe they need more time, or maybe they aren't a good match. I don't know. I don't know.
GT
I gotta wait and see him again.
GT Adrian, maybe she said fuck the game plan. I don't know.
But I'm talking about like skills and throwing punches and head in the air and like just small
Yeah.
stuff, not like game plan, but like technique. Like she looked like, of course, we can call it rust, but she looked less than what she looked in the past. This fight, maybe not the
100%.
last fight because we didn't get to see it because it was a head, but they ended the fight quickly, prematurely. But before that fight, I think she was more skilled, more better. You know, she was doing better things than she did in her last two fights. So I think we need to wait and see how they perform together in the next fight.
I agree. I agree. I we gonna see, bro. We gonna see. I hope she stays with Derek James, or at least they kind of figure out what they want to do long term, bro. But they got to run that back before they make any decisions. At least give me one more. But I wouldn't go fight somebody who can take that belt. Figure each other out and just go from there. You know what I mean? That's personal opinion.
Right,
Um,
right. More.
Next fight, what you got, Glass? It's the main event, baby.
Snooze fest.
Serrano Taylor.
That is.
Granados,
Snooze fest.
Granados, let me fill you in, bro. 1 and 2 have been firefights, bro. Serrano and Taylor, firefights. The third fight, bro, I don't know what the fuck they was doing. I don't know. Amanda's corner. Amanda should fire the corner. First of all, I know that's family, but uh, just bro,
I
the
think she need to
activity.
give it up.
I don't even think she need to give it up. I don't think she need to give it up, bro. It's just the game plan was not there. It didn't. Nothing happened.
Me and GT was talking about them wars she was in, man. It just seemed like she didn't have nothing left in that tank, man. And I think that ain't just for that fight, just for Katie Taylor. I think
But
she just need to go on and hang him
I
up.
listened to the corner. Her corner specifically told her, "Keep doing what you're doing, baby girl. You weren't doing a whole lot. That's the problem. You weren't connecting with anything.
Keep
You were
those shit.
using your jab, but
Right.
you wasn't touching nobody. You was hitting the 1-2, but you wasn't touching nobody. You at that point,
That's not her style.
it's not your style. You're not gonna win a fight that way. I don't fuck the fans. Let's concentrate on you. Yes, you've been through 2 wars, but third fight, if you really want to win this fight, you can't box like that. You can't. You just can't. I mean,
Right.
Katie Taylor had a field day. She counted the shit out of her from round 1 through 10.
That's all it was.
I,
That's all it was.
It was a
Snooze
sparring
fest.
session, Adrian. Adrian, it was like a sparring session, man. It was like the easiest sparring session in the world, man. It
That
was one
breaks
of
my
those
heart.
fights.
Yeah, it breaks my heart to hear for Serrano, but definitely one thing I definitely want to add. Shout out to Katie Taylor. I remember when we first met. I was just like, because I'm a fan before a fighter, and she was just like, "Oh my God, congratulations!" And I'm like, you're one of the like, you're a legend, Miss Taylor. Like, and the fact that she showed me so much love just shows her humility. Congrats to her on a big win. I know, she needed that. She wanted to put that stamp on,
Easy
because
win.
I know, yeah, man, damn, yeah, that's good for her. God
easy.
bless her. But as far as Toronto, hopefully she can bounce back. And if not, if you guys feel like that, maybe that's it, then maybe that's it. I mean, sometimes, I was telling people because I think Barrios dropped that after this Pacquiao. I don't know if it's fake news, but he's like, after the Pacquiao fight, that's it. I just shared. I'm like, God bless you, man. When you know, you know, you know. But I said, as far as me,
That's true.
still
Retire
got
from boxing before boxing retires you.
Facts.
100%,
Sometimes.
100%. Yeah, exactly. I mean, God willing, that's why we. I mean, it's a dangerous sport. It's a dangerous sport. That's what we always got to remind ourselves.
If I'm Amanda, go back to
Yeah, you gotta be
126.
100% in if you in it.
Go back to
Exactly, yeah.
126.
Hold on,
Clean
before
that
we
shit
move
up.
on, Staples. You know, you said she was gonna get a stoppage. You said Serrano was
Oh
gonna win
yeah, we
by
didn't talk about that.
Oh,
Hey, GT was right. I followed up what GT was saying. GT was right, and you said that Amanda Serrano will stop her.
Y'all gonna do me like that for real? Y'all gonna do me like
Not win,
that?
Hey,
not split
hey,
decision,
hey.
not
This how
majority
it goes.
decision,
When we do the
not
predictions,
unanimous
then we come
decision.
back. When we do the predictions, and we come back to the top, we gotta bring it up.
We gotta bring it up, bro. And I was wrong.
He was trying to move
I was
past it, but
wrong.
it's cool.
I wasn't trying to move
But it's
past it.
cool.
I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, bro. But the knockout was there, bro. Yeah, pause. The knockout was there, though, bro.
Pause.
It was there. Amanda Serrano, if she would have fought her fight, she would have knocked her out, bro. She didn't. She was a
Hey,
step.
Marcus, I'm proud of you, man. You growing.
See, I just want you to know, GT, we didn't review the Lamont Rhodes Tank fight because he didn't want to get into. He said Tank was on. We didn't even do a recap because of how bad his
No!
prediction
He didn't
was.
wanna
It's
do
cool,
it.
GT, my heart was in the way,
He
bro.
didn't want to
Oh,
My
he
heart
like
was
It's
in
that?
the
cool
way.
though.
My heart, my
Like,
pride was in
like
the way.
always.
Loser.
Yeah, I'm a
Like
sore
always.
loser, bro. I ain't gonna
Like
lie.
always.
Sore loser. Didn't even we couldn't even do a recap. Didn't even talk about that fight for probably about a month.
He ain't lying, y'all.
Like
He
he
not.
trying to,
He not lying.
he trying to,
He
he trying
tried
to
to
cheat on
avoid it.
Jackson. No,
that
like
that was
what?
one fight that I started watching the highlights. That looked like it was a tough fight.
So we gotta touch on that here. Let's
Who do you think won?
no.
We could
Let's hit
go back to
Saturday's
that. Who do
card
you
real
think?
quick, and we're gonna come back to that one because we got two coming up too. We're gonna come back to that
Maybe. We might have two coming up.
Right, Glad.
one. Y'all funny. All right, look,
All right,
Amanda.
so both of those cards, we all agree that there were controversial decisions already.
100%. Shadasia Green
Absolutely.
lost.
I think the whole weekend, before we go on, I think the whole weekend was controversial decisions. Every single card.
Hold on, you talking about Dave Morrell?
Every fight that went to the scorecards was controversial.
Damn.
Every single one. Every single one was bullshit.
Yeah.
Politics. Every last one. Name one it wasn't.
Promoters won.
Name one that wasn't controversial.
That went to decision. Shakur went to decision. That was probably the only one that went to decision that wasn't controversial.
Those cards was far, bro. Hell no. That card.
Shakur's score was they gave him a 10-2. They gave him a 10-2 on one of those.
Bro, sick. Adrian, I need you to watch that fight, bro. I need you to go back and watch that.
Which one though?
Shakur Stevenson. Yes, bro.
Bro.
You gotta tap into that, bro. That was
a hell of a fight.
It was a hell of a fight, bro. But them scores was crazy. GT, what was it, like 119 to like?
Yeah, 109.
Come on, bro.
118, 110, 119, 109. It was crazy.
And Cepeda, did his thing to at least get a respectable card, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
He fought his ass off.
I know that better than anybody should. Man, do you guys remember when I fought Robert Easter?
Yeah, I remember that.
I sent that man to the hospital.
Damn.
Yeah, I sent that man to the hospital, and it was like a 8-3, 8-2, 9. Like one of them had me winning and I outlanded him by like 180 punches.
GT.
And then
where y'all fight at?
Toledo. I thought it was Toledo.
No. I think it was Pennsylvania. I think. What? I don't know.
Bethlehem.
It was Bethlehem. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
That was a close fight, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
I might have been at that fight, man. I don't remember that.
We're at the hotel. His family was like, "Man, you fought so good. That was such a great fight." And I'm like, oh, "Okay, cool. Yeah. Where's Robert at?" They're like, "Oh yeah, he had to go to the hospital." I'm like, "Oh okay." I'm like, "Cool. Well, tell him out. Good fight, and I hope he feels better."
Face was swole. I mean, shit.
I'm like, Papa, he's in the hospital, but I lost like it was 8-3, like it was one sided, like what you guys are talking about. So I'm
you
like,
landed 185 more punches.
I have it on my Instagram. Like literally, I got the concrete box.
185 more punches. Dang.
Yeah. I got a better percentage in every category: punches thrown, jabs, like each one, and yeah, unanimously, like it wasn't even close.
I actually watched that fight back. So I had knee surgery, GT. I watched that fight twice when I was laid up, just because I want to rewatch it. But I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
At least give it a draw, bro, because it wasn't that far at all.
Yeah, it was bad. It was like, I remember it was 8-2, and one of them didn't have me winning one. So it was something where I was just like it was just so blatant that I'm like, that's why I don't even want to do this anymore. Like I can't. Like I love the sport, but it's like, bro, it's like, you put so much.
When they do that, it takes a lot of steam out of you. It takes the spirit out of you, man.
And then that's why I did the curveball with Conor Ben, where I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna give you that type of fight, and I came out clean, and I barely even got touched, and you know what, whatever, I still got to check. But that's why I had to walk away. That's not what I do, and I mean now I've been trying to come back for 2-3 years, and it's been
right.
But anyway, continue, bro.
Nah, Adrian. So I want to touch on that fight since we're here. So basically, bro, 97-93, 100 to 90, 98-92, and the fans was 95-95.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, the fan, yeah.
What?
Yes,
I mean,
bro.
I've got a couple. Trust me. Like my first one the first person was I fought Leonardo Tanner when I was like 5-0 or something like that. And that was an underground one. And then the other one was on ESPN. Before that Mark Salsa fight, I fought Kermit Cintron, and it was 9-1-1, and he was 34-4 or something. And Facebook and ESPN had me winning 8-2, and I got a draw.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
So, La novela del tigre.
El Tigre, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I don't know where Glass went, but the show must go on, bro. First fight, you want to go, David Morrell? You just want to start there? There you go, right there.
David Morrell.
MG, you back?
What you think about that? What you think about the David Morrell fight?
I don't think it was. I thought it was a close fight, but I thought Morrell put it off.
I forget what I forget. I think I want to say I had the other dude winning.
You talking about? So the other dude, he got busted today for PEDs. You know that, right?
Right. Yeah. I thought it was a close fight, but the scores was crazy. The scores was crazy again. That was a majority decision, but I think David Morrell lost that fight. Yeah, I think David Morrell lost that fight. I'm tripping. Yeah,
like wide margin?
I ain't gonna say wide, but clear. It should have been a unanimous.
Let me go to the scorecards. Let me pull that up.
It should have been a unanimous, but he's the A side. This is a turkey on the sheet card, and he's trying to he wasn't trying to make a future fight with Katayev. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to make a future fight with David Morrell.
Jose Ramirez got $3 million, bro.
Damn, him?
What happened?
When he fought
Haney fight?
When he fought Devin Haney. Devin Haney made $10 million for the Stink Fest, for the lowest punches. The guy who won
League Fest,
the lowest punches ever landed, and that man made $3 million, and that's the guy who won my belt from Amir Imam.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Jose Ramirez, you get this work too.
I like that fight. I like that
my
fight.
Belt.
I like
that
that
my
fight.
Belt. That was my belt.
You much sharper than him though, Adrian. I don't. That's an easy dub. That's an easy dub.
I mean, he beat Amir by decision. I stopped him. That was my belt. I literally was watching. And then this man just made $3 million to break a record for not throwing punches.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy work for you.
I can't wait to go to the gym tomorrow.
Hey, bro. I can't wait to get this out there so we can get you a fight, hopefully, man. I'm not saying
God
I'm the
willing.
smartest
Yeah.
motherfucker in the room, but hey, let's
Hey,
spread the
man.
word.
Exactly. It's a wildfire. You know, it's the internet age.
Facts. Facts.
Yep.
And I don't even like doing that viral shit, bro. I just like talking to my guys.
For sure, yeah. No, this is like I will say, I didn't know what I was walking into. I usually never do. Very organic. It's real boxing. You could tell real boxing guys. You know, obviously you got guys with experience, and you got real boxing heads in it. So shout out to what y'all doing here.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother.
We just
For
be
sure,
chilling. We be chilling. But
So,
GT, Dave Morrell, I thought he won.
You thought Dave Morrell won?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh.
He just
With a
looked,
knockdown too?
yeah, he looked sharper, bro. He looked sharper, and dude got tired the second half of the fight, so he was there to be hit. Because if I'm not mistaken, Morrell went down what, round 3 or 4 or something like that, something goofy.
I don't remember. It might be earlier than that. It might be like second or third.
It might have been second or third, and I thought it was a flash knockdown, bro. To be honest, like
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you said that. He if you watch closely, both times he got well, I'd say both the two hardest punches that happened in the fight, he had his eyes closed. The punches were coming, then he closes his eyes, and then they do more damage because you're not looking at it. You know what I'm saying? And go back and watch. You can see it clear as day. So for the youth out there, keep your eyes open. See the punch all the way until it goes where it's going, until it lands where it lands.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was he got hurt the 2 times that he got hurt. So he got dropped on one, he got hurt another time. And both times his eyes were closed. The other times he got hit with bigger shots, but his eyes were open to see the shots coming, and they didn't have the same impact or effect. So yeah, that's some game for the people who watching as up and coming.
I guess you know a little bit of something, GT shit. You've been doing it for damn near 25 years, shit.
Nah, 32, brother.
Damn.
32.
What they say, them shots you can't see, boy.
Yeah, them the ones that hurt the most.
Always. Yep.
Shout out the Tank.
It's just like getting sucker punched. You know what I'm saying? Imagine walking down the street, you ain't looking, somebody come from behind and punch you. You know what I'm saying? Compared to somebody coming walking your way and then punch you. You know what I'm saying? The one from behind you, the sucker punch is gonna hurt more. Sucker punch might put you in a coma.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a fact.
Well, GT, look, chat, I gotta give GT his flowers on this next fight, man, because he predicted it. Matias and Alberto Puyo.
Yeah, I predicted this.
You did, and
they didn't give it to him.
It was a robbery, but it's too close of a fight. It wasn't a robbery. I just thought it went the other way. But you predicted it.
We gotta say robbery, man. We gotta say robbery.
Talk to me. What's
up?
Just
because you're aggressive. He was aggressively running into power shots. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't aggressively being effective. He was aggressively running into power shots.
That's facts.
So to me, he clearly lost that fight, man. Clearly lost the fight, but G, you want to go back to the your David Morrell?
Yeah, MG, you want to go back to David Morrell? Can you hear us?
I can't really hear too much. Hold on.
We can hear you. You just might have to talk a little louder. Hey, G Rush, did you catch Saturday's card too? G Rice?
Say that again?
Did you catch Saturday's card?
A little bit of it.
Well, I'll let MG
Life was lifing.
100%.
That is a fact.
That's my new saying. And with that, I will say, because I don't really know, it's actually past my bedtime, guys. Thank you for having me. I'm actually gonna butt out here. But yep, keep doing what you guys are doing. Thank you for having me on the show. For real.
You already know, brother. Hey, we appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, Adrian. Appreciate you.
For sure. God bless y'all, man. Y'all be easy.
Yes, sir.
You too, champ.
You too, brother.
Thank you.
Let's see. So we should still be. We just gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna just tweak as we go. MG, you still good, or you need some time?
I'm alright. I think my. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yes,
good.
echo. Yes, echo.
You got a little bit of echo.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hold on. Echo cancellation. Give me a second.
But yeah, man, it was a robbery, in my opinion. I hate saying that, but it's clear as day, bro. Clear as day. I
Is that the word?
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
look, that's what that smelled like. That decision smelled like that. And if you watch closely, you watch even he knew.
He did.
Hurt it hurt so bad, man.
Facts.
And so I'd be like, I'm real. What's the word? Empathic about like when people get robbed, man, because it'd be like Adrian just said, the champ just said, it make you want to quit. It make you want to get like exit the game completely, no matter where you are in your career. Like, I quit a few times in the amateurs after shit like that happened to me. So, yeah, Matias lost that fight, man. He ran into all kind of shit. He put up a great effort. You know what I'm saying? Like he made the fight worth watching. But he definitely didn't win that fight, man.
I agree.
Definitely didn't win that fight.
I thought it was close, but not close enough, bro. Not close enough for it to go either way.
Right, exactly.
Maybe 8-4, and like you
There
got
we
to
go.
think, bro. Second half of the fight, I don't think he might have won two rounds, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that's dirty, man.
It's dirty.
Thinking about it.
MG,
They got to run it back.
They
Turkey
got to
can
run
make
it back.
Turkey can make that happen too.
I think he's trying to shoot for that like end of the year type. They got like I think they gave Matias a fight or that dub because they want to match him with somebody in like September, not September, maybe October. And then they gonna run it back end of the year this year, maybe start of
They said
next year.
November. They said November. They already done set up a November fight,
Damn.
supposedly.
Well,
But
it's a good turnaround.
you just made me think of something. Oh yeah. So the turkey cards to me, they seem like a whole lot of them, man. I ain't gonna say all of them, but a huge percent, maybe majority of them, are controversial. And it seemed like that promotion, whatever you call it, what is it called? Do they got a name for the promotion? Ring Magazine or Ride Season, Riyadh Season. So it's like they're trying to make controversial fights to where they can always match up that fight again. You know what I'm saying? Where they can come back to a draw. Just like
run it back. Yeah.
With the Better BF, yeah. And the who the Better BF fight? Bivol. You know what I'm saying? I think there's gonna be a whole lot of that going on over there, like a whole lot of rematches, and because rematches sell, and I think they like going to AI and like asking AI, how can we make a whole bunch of money? What kind of situation is gonna equate to money? You know what I'm saying? Bring us the most amount of money, and AI is telling them draws, controversial decisions, and the opposite person winning, and that's what it just feel like to me, man. But
it's hurting the sport, GT.
I'm gonna keep watching because they some good matchups.
GT, it's hurting the sport, low key. I ain't gonna lie, it's hurting the sport, bro.
I believe so too, because that shit hurt, man. That shit hurt the person, the individual. Bivol took it on the chin, but he really supposed to have been salty as fuck. Excuse my language.
Facts.
Bivol took it on the chin, that first time, but he was supposed to have been salty, man. Like, I got to go back and fight you again? I clearly won that fight.
Facts.
Now they want to fight again. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah, so I think they got to be careful, man. They got to tighten up over there, man.
MG, I know you talking. We just can't hear you. We could hear you before, whatever you did beforehand. Nope. We see.
He muted. So now it's okay.
He about to jump back in. But yeah, bro, that shit hurting boxing. Gary, what's your thoughts, bro? With Turkey and his plan, what you think he trying to do long term, bro?
I'm right with GT on that. Like as far as like what he said, uh just the draws, like basically like GT said, like with the draws, like everything is about revenue. Everything is about money. How we get paid. It ain't about for the love of the sport. It ain't about for the people no more for me. Um I think it's all money. It's all about the money.
I
And
agree.
how can we put on subpar performances and get and make the most of it.
I agree. I agree. Well, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna touch too much on the robbery, but I definitely want to see him run it back at the end of the year, figure out where it goes, and shit, bro. Put us a different fight on at this point. Go fight somebody at 140. Shit, rematch Gary Antoine Russell. I want to see that. I want to see number two on that. I don't want to see Matias. I mean, I don't think he gonna win the next one, but I don't want to see that fight no more, bro. Once Alberto get that belt back, go fight Gary Antoine, bro. I want to see that. That's a real fight. That's a real 50-50 fight. That's a chess
Towards the
match.
end of the fight, I like when I be watching fights, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be like watching the fights with my fighters, but we wasn't watching it like, on the phone, but we was like texting. And I was telling my fighter, like in certain moments in the fight, I tell them like, look, it looked like this about to happen. And second half of the fight, I forget what round it was. I was like, Matias about to get stopped. And then he started to get hit with bigger shots and bigger shots. And they started to like have a bigger impact and effect on him. And I was like, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. So, man, he lost that fight clear as
Clear,
day to me.
clear as day, bro.
And I'm a
Clear as day.
Matias fan. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all remember me saying that. I was rooting for Matias. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I have no reason to be saying this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I had to give you your flowers, bro, because you called it from jump. You called it from jump. I'm like, you know what, bro, respect. But robbery.
Yep.
Let's go on to the Shakur Stevenson fight, man. Williams and Payton. My thoughts going into it, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting for him to be tested, but to sit down and exchange, take some shots, eat some shots, give shots too on top of that, wasn't expecting that, bro. Wasn't expecting that. So, hats off to Shakur. He already had my respect, but
Mm-hmm.
now I'm like, all right, bro, like, appreciate it, but don't do that shit no more, bro. Like, stick to what you do. Win the fight how you gotta win the fight. Don't fight for the fans, bro. The fans not in there with you. Fuck all that. But respect to him. You fought your ass off. You did what you had to do, bro. You did what you had to do. What y'all think?
G Rice.
I agree. I agree. I like the simple fact that he sat in the pocket. I mean, everybody was calling him out. A runner. Um,
Tom and
he
Jerry.
showed, like he said in the post interview, like he said, I got dog in me too. And I think he showed the world that he got it in him. Now I think he need to get some more thump behind his punches though, because he getting in there with a puncher, a real live puncher. He gonna be in some trouble. Cause to me, he can't get nobody out. He can't get nobody out of him. He can beat you. He can beat you. But I don't think he got thumped behind his punches.
I don't think so either.
But that was a clear win for Shakur for sure.
I agree. I agree. It's tough though, bro. It's tough because I just think he took a lot of unnecessary punishment, bro. Trying to please the fans.
But his counters was hitting. His counters was hitting flush.
They was beautiful. They was beautiful, bro. They was beautiful. But we'll see, man. Like he did. But GT GTG, I think this fight sets him back until next January, February. He ain't fighting again this year. Them hands, bro,
Yeah.
they gotta recover. Them hands gotta recover.
I don't think it's because
True. That's fair.
A late spring and then a winter type of thing, but fight, for the fans because you never try to impress the fans because most of them, majority of them, almost all of them, they only they trying to get you beat. You know what I'm saying? They fans of somebody else and they wishy washy. If you do got a fan, it's only like a short. It's a small crew of loyal fans like how you are to AB State, and that's die hard. They gonna rock with you to the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let you make mistakes and they gonna stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like a Bengals fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Cincinnati, so you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of Bengals fans that's die hard, but for real. But it's a lot of Go Warriors. You know what I'm saying? The Golden State Warrior fans that's wishy washy. They gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the season, how the season go. So anyway, him fighting for the fans, man, was like it's the wrong thing to do, and especially when you don't got the hands to do it, and they want you to hurt your hands. They want you to get hit. They want you to get hurt. They want you to stay in place to where the other person has a better chance at beating you. They want to see you beat. If you really think about it, they want to see you beat. If they tell you to sit still, punch harder when they know your hands messed up, when they know the other person hits harder than you, they want to see you beat, man. You never fall for that trap. But anyway, I think that he should have used his legs more. Like I say, he should have fought his fight. He should have went in there and tried to get booed. And what I mean by that is winning, landing all the shots he can land without getting touched at all. You know what I'm saying? Leave out of there looking exactly how he went in there. And, have them boo because ain't nothing wrong with booing. They boo Floyd. And all it did was run the money up. And I think he should just follow in that path. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of ridicule. It takes a lot of it's a lot of stress to get people to have people constantly talk about you in a negative way. But they already started that, you know what I'm saying? But maybe he can't deal with it. Maybe he don't like it because they took Floyd to the ringer, you know what I'm saying? They was booing him every fight and saying he was a runner and all of this, and even when he sat in the pocket with Canelo or name some more fighters, Maidana, they still called him a runner afterwards. Like it kind of it don't matter what you do, a hater gonna hate you regardless. So why try to please him? But so he should have used his legs a little bit more. Should have not got hit. Should have won a unanimous decision. Remember, I said in my prediction, I said the scorecards was going to read 117, 111, 116, 114, 115, 113. I just predicted that. And it actually was worse than that. But it should have came down to what I said. It should have been exactly what I said, predicted. But it was like he won 10 rounds to 2, 9 rounds to 3. And that clearly wasn't the case. Like I said, and like I always say, Shakur my favorite fighter at the moment, and I've been watching him since he was in the amateurs, and he's one of our great fighters, like our Sugar Rays, our Pernell Whitakers, our Andre Wards. He's gonna go down in history as one of our best fighters ever in history, especially boxer, puncher, indigenous American. So I'm a huge fan, but I got to keep it real. The scorecards were too wide. And it was some judges' favoritism. And every card that night that went to the scorecards had favoritism on it, written all over it. And even the night before like I said, with the most valuable promotion card, every fight that went to the scorecards was crazy. And this ain't good for the sport, man. The two big weekends, the last one being the one in Times Square, they kind of does for me, even though we had great fights, you know what I'm saying? Some great fights and some dud fights, but the scorecards, they scary, man, because I'm a coach. And to even imagine being on the opposite side of a crazy, lopsided, bullshit-ass scorecard, excuse my language, is, man, that would hurt so bad because we put in so much work, man, and I'm one of them one coaches, I'm making them run. I'm running with them. You know what I'm saying? Not that matters, but I'm putting them miles in with them, and they go to strength and conditioning. I'm going there with them. I'm swimming with them. Whatever they got to do. I'm starving with them. I'm in the sauna with them. I'm in the jacuzzi. No Diddy, but I'm doing everything they got to do to lose weight, to get right. You know what I'm saying? And to be their best. And then for that to happen, oh man, that'll hurt, man. That makes somebody want to, come back into the game as a fighter, man.
That's facts.
For real.
That's facts. And it's like, how do you prep for that as a coach and as a boxer? How do you prep for that? Hey, you might fight your ass off, but you ain't got no shot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's tough. It's very tough. So, hopefully,
they get
man.
paid for it, so it kind of hurt less. I bet I can imagine, like, it kind of hurt a little less when you get your biggest payday because it's coming from a super rich promoter.
Facts.
But yes, it's your career. When you look back at it, when the money gone, when you spend it, hopefully they don't waste it. But when the money gone, when you in retirement, you look back like, damn, and you watching that fight, like, man, I kicked dude ass. You know what I'm saying? You say the Matias fight, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, humble. He got a good coach. They good people. They humble. And he quiet, laid back. He really won that fight and they haven't taken it. Like, dang, he want to go back to his country with his belts and they had that parade. And man, I can't
right.
It takes something out of you, man. It take a lot out of you, man.
Facts.
A lot out of you.
Well, hey, last fight on the card, man. Edgar Berlanga, Shiraz.
Man,
I don't remember my prediction for that. I don't remember it. I think I couldn't call it. Maybe that was one where
you either couldn't call it, or I think you had Shiraz winning unanimous decision, outboxing him. I had Berlanga by stoppage, and it was the complete opposite.
John, you fell off this card, Jeff.
I fell off, bro. I fell off. G, what happened, bro?
Yeah, it was.
What didn't happen?
He started good. He started good. He used his jab.
What didn't happen?
He used his jab, bro. He started good. He was boxing well, and then all of a sudden, bro, motherfucker stopped blocking. He put his hands down and got caught. And it was bad from there, bro. It was bad. That high guard.
GT, you think that's count?
No, I think it's lifestyle,
ego,
longevity of the career. I think he had the some fighters reach this point, and I don't want to sound like a hater. No, I'm definitely not no hater. I'm a fan of Devin Haney's, but I think Devin is at the same point in his career as Edgar. I think their chin ain't gonna hold up. This happened to a lot of fighters. If I could think back, I could name some more fighters. I'd be like, damn, that's true.
Amir
like
Khan.
It happens. Khan might have been like that from the amateurs. It might have happened in the amateurs with him because he was kind of loose-legged almost the whole way. But that's a good example. Like it happens to him. Like, but it didn't. We didn't see it with him like how we seen it with Berlanga and Haney. Like I think
20s.
Haney. Yeah. It's like of course it's like before they even got to the midpoint of their careers, it happened. You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta like you gotta change your whole style up now. You gotta like protect your chin as if like it's a bank vault. You can't let nobody even land a halfway decent shot. Or it could be end of the fight. Or it could be the beginning to the end. And I think that's what happened. I think it's lifestyle. I don't think it was camp because I think it's since the Canelo fight, because he had a chin in the Canelo fight. He got dropped, but Canelo hit him some more and he didn't go down. So I think the lifestyle after getting that Canelo paycheck and that Canelo popularity that he got after that fight, I think part of what he's supposed to keep tight and right, he like dropped the ball on, and that's like that could be sex, that could be drugs and alcohol, that could be staying up late going to parties, it could be a multitude of things, but I think it smelled like lifestyle to me if I had to guess. If it was camp, I think we would have You know, his last fight, you know what I'm saying, was if you look at how things went, I don't think he was 100%. You know, it wasn't no great training camp for that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think his lifestyle.
I agree.
I think his lifestyle.
Gotcha.
It's sad, bro. It's sad because I mean, where do you go from here? People are writing you off. What promoter's gonna sign you after that performance? Your ego might be a little too high. I I don't know, bro. Like that's tough. That's tough. And the way he lost too, bouncing back from that, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. You ain't quit. You went out on your shield, but that shield was only 5 rounds, bro.
And that's crazy that I bring up Devin, because now he's gonna have to come back. It's almost like how Devin had to come back after the Ryan Garcia thing, even though Ryan was cheating or whatever. So I don't give Devin Haney too much, like, what's the word I want to say, like, pushback on that, on what happened, the results of that fight, because it was cheating. You know what I'm saying? I believe in no cheat at all, but how he had to bounce back and how he looked at his bounce back, I think it's gonna be the same for Edgar. I think he's gonna come back and he's gonna be moving. I don't think he's gonna be coming, straight at nobody. He's gonna be moving and protecting his chin by all means necessary. And hopefully he gets the win. But it's gonna be a dangerous fight. You know what I'm saying? Just exactly how we were thinking about how the Devin fight was gonna go. I think we're gonna be feeling the same way when Edgar get back in the ring. We're gonna be looking to hoping he don't get knocked out, or wait, or his haters gonna be waiting for it to happen. So is like you said, man. I don't know how he gonna be able to bounce back from it, but hopefully he do. He seemed like a good kid, and
Facts.
he got a lot of history and a lot of experience in the game. Especially in the amateurs, and he came into the pros, knocking everything out. It's just I guess the whole sport would have hoped that he would have kept that streak going and would have broke even more records. But it's sad that it had to come to an end like that. But hopefully his career ain't over. But that chin, he's gonna have to do all he can. Neck exercises and add an extensive defensive game to his arsenal. And I think he already was working on. I think he was already working on that. He seemed like he moved his head a lot, but he still got in the way of those shots. And
Still got in the way.
and but it was kind of hard. Dude wasn't no pushover. Dude got a whole bunch of skills. He's a threat in that division.
Right.
He's a threat to anyone anywhere around that division. To be honest, because of his attributes. His height, his reach, his skills. He's able to switch. He got heart. He got a decent chin. Like he's a threat up there. So it's not like he wasn't supposed to have success against Edgar, but we just wasn't expecting that. And yeah.
Well, give me Berlinga and Plant. That's all I'm gonna say.
Berlinga and Plant, man,
Coming off 2 L's.
man, woo! Why you trying to do him like that, man? You don't like Edgar at all?
Hey, Plant my
you don't
guy.
like him a little bit?
Nah, Plant my guy. Plant.
Yeah, Plant is his guy.
Yeah, Plant.
You trying to
AB.
feed him? You trying to feed him like he like a goldfish or something?
Here, buddy. Here, buddy. Go ahead. Nah, I mean, they've been talking shit for a long time. GT, it's about that time, bro. Time's up. Time's ticking. That shit over with, bro.
And I don't think that same smack talk. He might bite his lip on that. He might be like, "Nah, you good, bro. You good, bro."
This is a fact. That's a fact.
Right, you good. You gotta build that back up. You can't build that up in the gym sparring somebody. You gotta build that back up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in the ring with them tens on and put somebody down, put two people down or something. Like, what up, Plant? You know what I'm saying? But right now, like, Plant probably one of the last people. Plant get motherfuckers up out of there, man.
He do.
Plant get people up out of there. He get people up out of there that ain't even supposed to be getting up out of there.
Plant is very dangerous, bro, and he took
Darrell.
a loss. That's tough. But I do want to see that fight at some point.
But no, that's a fight that they probably gonna make, and that's gonna be it's gonna be one of the last times. The way it seems, it's gonna be one of the last times we see Edgar.
Facts.
They put that together fast, man.
Facts. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, fellas. I want to see more, but I don't know, man. Part of me, I don't know who's gonna sign Edgar. I, I don't know. I want to see more from him moving forward, but
He gonna have to mess with Oscar, man. It's gonna be crazy, but he gonna have to go over there and mess with Oscar.
he don't have a choice. GT, he ain't got no choice. He don't have a choice, man. It's sad, but he's all out of options at this point. Top rank done, matchroom fun to be done. Like, uh, unless you go to PBC, I don't know. I don't know. But I got nothing else on that card, bro. I just want to I want to see fights be made. I want to see Tank and Shakur. I know I wanted to break down a couple of these other fights. Wish we could have broken down with MG. If y'all want to come back, we can. If y'all got time sometime this week or whatever, I'm down. But it's up to y'all, man. I would love. Oh, I want to touch on Manny Pacquiao and all that too. What y'all think?
Oh yeah. I'm with it.
All
I'm
right.
here, man. I'm sitting at the top of the mountain by myself, man. Anytime y'all want me to jump on, man, I'm in there, man.
Well, shit. Let's
Woo!
we could circle back Thursday. Y'all cool with that?
But before we close out, I just want to say, people thought that Shakur was really hurting that fight, and that one shot did all that it did. That was an off balance shot. If you really watch I see life in slow motion, and I really see the boxing ring in slow motion. That's how I was able to become who I became in the sport, and how I'm able to have eyes for this to be able to coach the best, like the Floyds and the Claresses and the ABs, and you know what I'm saying. So if you watch closely, it was just a jab, man. Zapata really don't got no super crack anyway.
No.
But imagine getting hit by a jab and it doing something. Just a light. It wasn't no shotgun jab. It's a jab. So it was just that Shakur was trying. If you watching in slow motion, Shakur was trying to counter. He was trying to counter over the jab with his left hand, and he miscalculated because he thought it was gonna fall short, by a couple of inches to his face. He was just gonna be able to, pull back a little bit and come over with the left hand, but it actually had a little bit more inches on it. No diddy, and it hit him in the face as he was trying to counter. So that's what threw him off balance. And it wasn't no big shot. He didn't hurt him. He wasn't clipped. It wasn't no flash, almost knocked down. It was just a off balance timing issue. So a lot of people be just saying stuff, especially the casuals.
Facts.
I just want to put that out there for all the people. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, I be debating with people sometimes, and I be trying to teach the game, and people don't be wanting to learn. But it was just a light jab and a timing issue because Shakur was trying to. Shakur predicted what he was going to throw, and it just was a timing on it.
That's facts. That's a good call too, bro, because he wasn't hurt at all. I mean, it is. Shit happens. Shit happens in the ring, bro. Shit happens in the ring.
Right.
Shakur took all the punches well. I didn't see any weakness at all, but against Tank, you can't take those punches. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he'll fight a different fight. You know what I'm saying? It definitely wouldn't be no ropes and no corners. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
If anything, when he hit the ropes or the corner, he trying to get out of there, or he gonna take up. It's gonna be closer to like a De La Santos version of Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a Zapata version of Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna be on the move, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Styles make fights, and you win. You get the win no matter how you get it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you get it. Get that win.
That's a fact. Yes, sir.
GT, I can't wait till we break that one down, bro. I can't wait. If we get it, I can't wait.
With the Tank and Shakur?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for me, man. Cause both of them kind of like distant cousins, man. Through family. You know what I'm saying? Like not real. You know what I'm saying, cousins, but they you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Shakur managed by my old former manager James Prince. Shout out to Jay, Lil Jay. That's my brother. And Tank, that's AB brother, AB my younger brother. So you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a tough one for me, but it's definitely a fight I want to see. I wish they could save it for like a Maypac type of situation where it's at the end of their career, but I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon.
Next year.
It's gonna happen soon.
I think next year.
Yep.
I don't think you ain't got a choice at this point, bro. Cause Tank on his way out. I'm cool with Tank fighting him and just riding off to the sunset. Get your exhibitions in every once in a while if you want to, but that shit over with. I mean, that go out with a bang. You ain't got to become undisputed, but if you beat Shakur, bro, solidifies everything that we know, everything that we think, in my opinion. So yeah, bro, I can't wait till we break that one down. And yeah, this week we gonna come back on Thursday. We gonna hit Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios because we got Gary Russell. He's back. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that.
Wow.
First fight back in what, 3 or 4 years? 4 years, I believe. No, three.
Who you
3.
going up against? You got a tune-up
Uh,
fight?
it's low key a tune-up fight. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but it's a tune-up fight.
Should better be a tune-up.
Cause he can be right back in the mix, bro. Low key, I want to
that
see
boy
him and
the truth.
Shakur.
That'd be a great fight.
I think that's
Him and Tank. They've been talking the most.
Oh shit!
They've been talking the most.
Don't.
MGM and DC
Mhm.
showdown.
Oh, I don't want to see that. I do want to see it, but that could end bad. Later, way later
You know what?
rounds.
I know we ain't supposed to go. I'm gonna make this short. I think that Gary will have a better style matchup versus Tank than Shakur would. I'm not saying who will win, but I just think the style matchup would favor Gary over Shakur.
Yeah, because I think Gary is not afraid to exchange when he needs to, and he don't live. He ain't really been on alcohol, so like he lives in the gym, bro. So he's been training. He just ain't fought nobody.
And they got that vicinity thing, like same way the Roach, you know what I'm saying? The same like they close.
Yeah.
They've been around each other, they kind of know each other, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'd be a better matchup. But matter of fact, I think they'll fight before Shakur get the fight Tank. I think Gary will get the Tank fight before Shakur do.
You think that's gonna help with his resume?
Who resume Tanks?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Gary Russell, hell yeah. Especially like on the street level, like Gary the Truth, like like Cincinnati, DC, St. Louis. Like it's a lot of cities that Houston. It's a lot of cities that get they got love and props for the skills of the fighters, and they one of them. So and he one of the best out of there. So yeah, hell yeah, that's man, that's so much street cred is crazy, like street boxing cred. Hell yeah, that'll help his resume.
We gotta see it then, y'all. Hey, y'all catch us this Friday or this Thursday. We probably gonna go live again, bro. But hey, we did.